Oh, there's Matt. Whatever on earth was he playing as he drove past? So I'm back on prep work. What I haven't done is documented too much here because it's just literally going around the boat for the next 4 or 5 days, I would say, non-stop. Some of the areas, obviously one skimming again for all them holes, but what I'm finding is the decks are just completely shot. There's a lot of repair work on these decks. This is going to be the biggest challenge. So I've got to break a lot of this off and grind it back. As you can see on the coach house roof and stuff, there's just lots of repairs. I've sanded back the repair I did on the coach house roof. You can see a few low spots there where I've sanded it, so I know where I need to refill. But I'm just basically now getting the full boat prepped for paint and just going round and round in circles. And you know, I've still got loads of loose paint here, look, and loads of just mess to get rid of and contend with. I've bought new vents for the deck. I've got all these repairs to do, just repairs everywhere. So a lot of repair work to do. I will time-lapse a lot of it, but I'll make it short and sweet because there's only so many times you need to see me walk around this boat with the sander. Epoxied all the holes in the transom. There's going to want sanding off and re-skimming where they need to be done again because it's very low in places. But it's just a lot of prep work, and this is the time-consuming part of the project. But once we've got the prep work done, then of course we can get the paint on and things start coming together. We're looking at removing all this timber off the side here and putting some nice hardwood on here, so that'll just finish it off. But just lots of areas like this, you know, dips everywhere, and there's just many repairs. There's a big chunk missing out the roof here. This is what I'm going to be doing for a while. Also, this hatch as well, it's had a window put in here, riveted in. That's leaking, and of course it's been fixed with some household hinges, and of course it's sat on a piece of softwood fixed in. So I've got leaks coming from there. Oh, look at that, just turned up. What are you doing? Get out of my sand and dust. So yeah, and then of course we hit the inside. Let's get moving. Nothing surprises me when fixing boats, but today one thing has definitely surprised me. I've never seen anyone use putty, window putty, to fill a hole up in a boat then paint over it. They'd actually use putty. So this here was filled with putty and then painted over. It was still soft. Nothing surprises me. The £1 yacht is full of challenges. But what it did to me disc is, it filled it full of putty immediately. I mean, it might not have been putty, but it was a substance that was soft and didn't dry. And they just basically spread it in, painted over it. Proper job. I suppose that's how it's done. I mean, let's putty the boat up to the max. Full putty mode. Oh, there's Matt. Whatever on earth was he playing as he drove past? Matt's got one of his other boats out the water. He's just busy anti-fouling. I can hear his music from here. I hope I don't get copyrighted for his classical music he's playing as he drives past. Right, I'll keep on moving, guys. I just thought I'd inform you about the putty mode. Improvise with a piece of pipe, but it's blocking up the discs straight away. Swap ends. The wind's picking up now nicely. Blowing all the dust away, like, which is pretty good. Quick sweep down. I'm going to go and get myself a sandwich and a cup of coffee. See you in a moment. So I didn't get for a brew. It's starting to rain. I need to get the cover back on. Save all this work getting soaking wet, and then it becomes hard to sand. I feel like a bricklayer. As soon as they smell the rain, they need to go home. Oh yes, it's starting to rain now. Might have timed that just perfect to not get everything soaking where I'm working. So today I'm trying out some different sanding discs that I bought. Link in the description, by the way. For all the stuff I've used on this boat so far, I will be testing these particular pads today. They're meant to be a better pad, aluminium oxide or whatever. Let's try these bad boys out. Hopefully they actually fit on this sander okay, and the holes line up. Oh yes. Always good to read the description to make sure they're 125mm discs and they've got the right amount of holes. First things first, mask on. I'm going to prep this back area now. I'm going to try and get this epoxy sanded back off and try and get this some sort of level. We need to put more epoxy in these holes, but this is just its first sand. This transom is actually quite hard to sand, so they've used a kind of a different paint on that. But anyway, let's see how these new pads work with this. Seems to be okay. What I've learned is, guys, when you look at this properly, as I'm hitting the paint there, look, the paint's so soft underneath. As soon as the disc starts warming up, it pulls all the paint off. It's that thick, the paint. It's not very good for sanding at all. To try and get the transom in some sort of order. Yes. So let's get all these bits done here. Start getting this where the davits were, get this prepped, and we'll start prepping all these decks and just keep on going. A lot of prepping, just keep on moving. Let's keep on sanding. These discs, by the way, are 80s I'm using. I probably should have went for 40s the way how bad it is, but 80s is kind of what I always use for prep work. But prep work in the past has not been as bad as this prep work. There's not many people come and get a sweeping brush out to paint a boat. And this was definitely painted with a sweeping brush. A rough sweeping brush at that. I love it. Good morning once again, guys. We're back. So the first thing I need to do today is just nip to the boat, the other boat, because I need my socket set. So down the pontoons to get my socket set, and now there's no boat here. I can now get a vision of how filthy and how badly polishing my Aquastar needs. Look at the state of the waterline. It's green. She needs a polish, guys. She needs a polish. This is what happens, you see, when you start new projects. The one that you like the most gets neglected. Oh well. Let's go and grab the toolbox. Oh. Hello, me abandoned boat. Are you okay? Poor thing. Not even been near. Oh. I miss getting on board this boat. It's only 30 foot away from the £1 yacht. Everything's good. Let's check everything's alright. Switch the bilge pumps and the manual for a minute and make sure that's alright. Might as well do some duties whilst I'm here quickly. Everything's looking good. Let's check my battery levels. It's been that long. It's 12 volt sockets. Yeah, 13.2. That'll do. Float charging. Everything's good. It's windy. Yes. So we'll grab this socket set. Oh. And get out of here. See you again in 6 months. Bye. So back with the tools. Got the cover off. Time to start off where I left off yesterday. Sanding. What else? Let's get on with it. Alrighty, let's clean this bit up. I know one thing, guys, if it sinks again, it can stay there. Let's keep on sanding me arms off. Good thing is, I might be losing weight, and I'm going to look like Garth on me top end off me arm muscles the time I finish sanding. If you enjoy sanding, guys, please subscribe. Let's keep on going. So I found this stuff online. It's like an epoxy, apparently. I know there's a debate about epoxy and polyester right now. But 2-part, even cures underwater, marine stuff. I'm going to mix it together and see what it's like. Let's try it out. Oh, wind's picking up. Right, let's give this a go. Powder all that filler in, see how that goes. Very thick up there, but it needs to be. See how I get on when I come to sand that back off. Now put that epoxy in, let it dry off. I'm going to leave it overnight, because have a guess what? I've had enough, and I'm going to go home. So goodbye about £1 yacht, I need to put the cover back on. And I'm going to abandon it. Start again tomorrow. Time to remove some deck fittings. We'll start with this. So undoing the bolts for the masthead, and have you seen the length of these steel bolts they put in? Wow, I've never seen nothing like it. One's a 10mm, one's a 13mm, in the awkwardest place to get to and the longest bolt I've ever seen. Let's keep on ratcheting me mind off. Almost there.
That's the yacht, huh?
Yeah, they should have never been that long, there was just no need. So that one's not coming off from inside, but see if I can get it off from the outside. It's on full power, yes.
Oh, she's out.
Removed. So I can't remove these fittings as well, but there's a big steel plate underneath and all the bolts are rotted, so we'll get the whizzer and we'll chop them off. Need to lose a few pounds. Just when you thought you've got it. Stubborn little boy, this one. Oh no, I've cut into the deck.
No.
More epoxy.
It's moving the whole day.
Yeah, that's right. I've got it. See ya. Oh, one fell out. Beautiful. Almost there. I spend more time looking for stuff than anything else. I know one thing, guys, the sun's out today. It's supposed to be forecast for rain, 35%. So these are rounded off completely inside. Just a piece of plastic, fixing, put fresh ones on. If I chop through this, hopefully, it should just drop out and not make a mess like I did here. Anyway, here we go. Oh, she's off. But will it just drop out like I think it might? Where's my posi screwdriver so I can bend the head on it? That's one side out. Oh, look at that. See ya. John over there chopping his wood. Make great audio. Makes the best audio you can imagine. In hindsight, I should have just drilled these and then it would have just fell out quite easily, but I didn't. But I have come up with a better idea, guys. Because the chances of me getting towed back in by the lifeboat's possible. No, it's not possible. But I need to upgrade these cleats. What do you think of this? Look at that. That's proper. Only kidding, that's not happening. So 3 stainless screws and 1 steel screw. That's why I had a problem. This one next on the coach house roof, because look at that washer. Beautiful, proper seagull material. The length of it. It's only going through like 20 mil.
It's nearly out.
Wow.
There you go.
Bit overkill that. Into the fittings tub.
And
We'll be cutting that down. The washer can go straight in the bin.
Can't miss it or anything.
Oh yes, I need it flatted. It's rusted to the deck. Alright, just launch that. We don't keep rusty stuff. Lovely, there's a bolt on the other side that I can't get to. A bolt on the other, can't get to the other side. Hey, the joys of stripping.
What you need?
Everything.
More specific.
I need my drill, my impact drill, with a posi head on it. It should already have the head, I just put the battery on it. Job's a good one. Rusty screws. Oh yes. It looks like it's properly fixed in. Lovely this. Ta. There we go. Oh no, it's just screwed in that. Why is it not coming out then? I had to remove that panel anyway. Look at the state. Another one done. So thankfully guys, welcome my wife Claire to the channel. She's got a day off today, and I brought her down here to help me undo bolts, because as you know, if you've got to be at one side and the other side, it's kind of impossible on your own. But she loves a day off, don't you? She'd rather be doing anything than being here. Nice. As you can see, that was destroyed, rotted, perished. Good job I bought some fresh ones. The downside is all the steel screws are still in. I need to try and get these out. That'll be fun. Right, try and get the other side out.
There we go.
So 2 of these threaded. So hopefully, oh yes, this could be the first ones that we might have got out successfully, but I shouldn't say anything too soon. See, if I try using the drill to get these out, it'll just chew them to pieces in about 2 seconds flat. Get the 2 awkward ones out first. These threads are perfect. I'm only salvaging what's good. So pretty much all top sides fittings are off. At least I can get a clear run of that. I think she's going to be there a while because I've got the sander.
I'm just plodding on. I've got most of it off.
Yeah, barnacle free.
Well, he's just the other side.
Claire's finished the rudder. She's dead happy with that. She's dead pleased with herself. She did a really good job. I've been skimming guys in the background whilst just fairing up, repairing some of these holes and dints. And it's now tea time and we've had a full day on it, believe it or not. It just goes to show you guys on time lapse, probably a 30-minute video possibly. It's been literally 3 solid days. In fact, no, actually 3.5 solid days. So it's amazing how fast we can speed things up for your entertainment. Right guys, I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye from me and Claire.
Bye.
She's covered in dust. She needs a jet wash. I'm going to send her home now. We're going to take her through the car wash on the way back. Look at her face. See you guys.